저기 앉아있는 거?
쭉 뻗으란 거. 그다음에 여기 쭉 나오는 거 있지.
Won Myung continues working despite the blackout.
이게 여기서부터 여기 나와가지고 내가
여기서 숨어야 된단 말이에요?
아니 진짜 여기 나와서 돌만 나오고 그다음에 독일 갔다가 고울이지 독일 갔다가 의사 들어오면 여기 갔다가 다시 또 이게 하는 거야.
On set, the actors run through the scene. Yoon Mi takes the opportunity to figure out her new prop.
자, 주인공들 잘 비워서 잘 비워서
After an hour in the dark, they're about to give up and call it a day. When the power comes back on.
오쇼 자, 여러분들 이제 들어왔습니다. 이제부터 시작하시니까
Won Myung gets straight back to work.
빨리 주사를 맞읍시다. 그만!
과상태 딱 있어야지.
Another power outage.
자, 오늘 촬영은 여기까지 해왔습니다. 이제 가서 그거 이제 찍은 거 그거 한번 이제 보았습니다.
It's our last day with the students. And our guides have arranged an extra special activity. This is the National Ice Skating Rink, where the country's top athletes train for the Winter Olympics. Today, though, we're here with the students. The athletes must cut short their session. For many, it will be their first time on the rink.
배우들이 다방면적으로 준비되어야 한다고 하신 위대한 용도자 김정일 동지 말씀 관철을 위해서 오늘 여기 빙상관에 나왔습니다. 유연성, 몸매, 그다음에 속도가 빠른 부대에 민첩성을 키워야 된다고 여기서.
나 속도 좋다. 왼발 시작. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯.
We've just spent a week with some of the country's most privileged young people. They've shown us a tiny slice of their lives, but we're acutely aware that there's much more we've not seen.
이거 세상에 어디 가서 이런 대학에서 공부한다는 게 정말 쿵지스럽고 또 이렇게 우리 사회주제도의 혜택 속에서 이렇게 훌륭하게 꾸려진 빙상관에서 훈련도 하고 과외 시간에 이렇게
왜 계속 떠니?
정말 저는 행운이라고 생각합니다. 우리 사회주제도에서 산다는 그 고마움.
그래서 저희들은 앞으로 이거 빙상 스케이트 실습을 비롯하여 여러 실습들에 더욱 열심히 참가해서 훈련하고 또 훈련하여 위대한 자본에게 기쁨을 누리는 선구시대 예술인재로 더욱 튼튼히 준비해 나가겠습니다.
It's a message we've heard many times throughout the week. A message they're trained to convey to their countrymen. The belief that they exist in a perfect world. A place that really is the stuff of dreams.
And that's all the time we have for this edition of 101 East. You can always follow the program on our website, podcast and Facebook. From all the team, thanks for watching.
Business Latest is brought to you by Qatar Tourism Authority. Business Latest is brought to you by Qatar Tourism Authority.
From local traders to international finance, it's commerce that makes the world go round. For global companies and developing markets, communication is the currency, and information is the most valuable commodity. Counting the cost at this time on Al Jazeera.
The Pyongyang Film Academy hosts some of North Korea's brightest young stars. What does it take to serve a national propaganda machine? 101 East examines the privileged lives of the country's elite. 101 East at this time on Al Jazeera.
All the news, all the time. aljazeera.net/English.
This is Al Jazeera.
Hello, welcome to the News Hour, live from Doha. I'm Fuli Batibo from the Al Jazeera News Center here in Doha, and live from Cairo, Manama and Kampala. These are the main stories. Tens of thousands in Cairo's Liberation Square 7 days after President Hosni Mubarak steps down. Libya's crackdown. Security forces use violence to disperse demonstrations around the country. Funerals in Bahrain for those who died in an assault on an anti-government camp. Security enforced in Yemen after overnight clashes kill one. Thousands of pro-democracy supporters say they'll rally. And voting is underway in Uganda, where several candidates are challenging President Museveni's bid for a fourth term. First, the presidents of Tunisia and Egypt fell. Now a wave of unrest continues to spread across the Middle East and North Africa. Mass protests are expected in several countries after Friday prayers. In Libya, pictures emerging of pro-government movements, but soldiers have reportedly been deployed after overnight pro-democracy protests there. There have been calls for a second day of rage this Friday. Appeals on the internet are urging Yemenis to join a series of 1 million people rallies. In Bahrain, funerals are being held after protests turned deadly early on Thursday. But in Egypt, the mood is quite different. People are holding a victory march after the toppling of President Hosni Mubarak last week. And we've got correspondents on the ground in both Cairo and the second largest city, Alexandria. Let's start with you, Hoda Abdelhamid, in Cairo, overlooking Tahrir Square there. It's looking pretty crowded, Hoda. What's the mood like?
It's absolutely crowded, and I have to tell you, not only the square, but all the side streets and we used to monitor during the protest is also packed. Many